So, what is parental alienation and what effect does it have on a child? Well, this is a supremely complicated topic and would take far more than a 2 minute TikTok to explain it properly and do it justice. But first off, parental alienation refers to cases where a child is manipulated by a parent into not wanting a relationship with the other parent or close family member, such as grandparent or aunt. I mean, it doesn't actually have to be a parent, so to speak, for alienation to occur. And it's the psychological manipulation of the child into demonstrating unwarranted fear, disrespect, or even hatred towards the parent or whomever is being alienated. Now, this normally occurs when families break up in let's say, a divorce or a custody battle, but it can also affect families where parents are still together as well. And contrary to what people may believe, the parents don't actually have to be separated for alienation to occur. Parental alienation is often linked to narcissistic, borderline, pathogenic parenting. And it's normally based in a sense of entitlement, the absence of empathy and delusional belief systems as well. Now, in some countries, for example, Mexico and Brazil, parental alienation is actually considered a crime because of the devastating impact that it can have on a child's relationships and psychological development. And I suppose parental alienation is recognized internationally as a form of psychological abuse, undermining the Universal Declaration of Human Rights, for example. It not only deprives a child of the most valued and precious relationships with loved ones, but it can also negatively impact that child's ability to trust and form relationships later in life. Parental alienation is obviously done as a way to punish the other parent and to turn the child against that parent. And it works because the child is too young to know any different. But of course, the very damaging flip side of it is that it's also it has a damaging psychological effect on the child themselves. And in my opinion, this is an unacceptable course. And in many ways, I believe that we should probably follow Mexico and Brazil's thought process on this and make it a crime. So, I mean, parental alienation is a horrible, horrible thing, and it has terrible effects on not only the children involved, but also the alienated parent. But I think when we do talk about parental alienation, we hear a lot about the alienated parent and how they deal with parental alienation. And I'm not discounting that, but we very rarely concentrate on the impact of parental alienation on the child of the alienated parent. So that's what parental alienation is, and that's the impact it has on a child. But as I said, the subject is huge. You would need much more than a 2 minute TikTok to really do it justice. All right, isn't this heat brutal? I don't know about you, but in London it's almost 30 degrees, and it's absolutely diabolical.